Hey guys, welcome back to Friday at Fran's. My name is Lydia. As you guys know, Fran is currently out of town in Portland, so I am going to be teaching you guys one of my favorite projects this week, Scrunchies. This is a great project to make with kids, and as always, our instructions for this project are on our website under the tab that says Free Projects. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to need is 4 inches by 22 inches of quilting cotton. And once we have that strip cut, we are going to take our fabric, put it pretty sides together, and on either end, you're going to mark roughly 1 inch from either end, and you are going to sew that up at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance in between those marks. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so once we have that sewn up, you are going to find a nice big safety pin, and we are going to put that on the very end of our tube. And you're going to do it almost like you're turning the tube out, but we're going to do it a little differently. So wiggle that all the way through to the end. And you just want the tip poking out just like that. And we're going to take that safety pin out, and the next step is going to be to line up these two edges so they match up perfectly. And here's one where that has already been done, because the next step is that we are going to sew all the way around this top at 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you might have to stop and readjust a few times when you're sewing this. Alright, so once we have that top sewn, the next step is going to be to pull the entire tube out so it's right side out. And then you end up with a nice circle like this. The reason we sew it together this way is because with this way, you get a nice seamless finish. So the next step is going to be to take our 9 inches of 1/4 inch elastic, and we're going to put our safety pin on the end of that. And you are going to thread this all the way through the tube, through the little hole that we made. And just make sure that you don't lose that other end of the elastic. Alright, so now both ends of my elastic are coming through that hole. I'm going to take my safety pin out, and you can either sew these ends together or just tie them in a quick knot. Just make sure that's secure. And then in the very last step, all you have to do is take that hole that we left, and you're just going to tuck in those 2 ends, and you're going to sew nice and close to the edge. Make sure you remember to back stitch. And once you do that step, you have your very own scrunchie. Alright, so while I have you guys here, I figured I would talk a little bit about what's new. Our newsletters are freshly printed and on the way to your mailbox, so keep an eye out for those. But in the meantime, everything is listed on our website at fransewingcircle.com, and you can either sign up online, in person, or over the phone. So when you do get your newsletters, you will notice that our kids' summer camps are open for sign-ups. There's going to be 3- and 5-day camps offered all summer long, and there's going to be a max of 6 kids in each class. Everybody's going to be wearing a mask, socially distanced at their own table. We're going to be sewing on state-of-the-art sewing machines from Brother. All classes are taught by a lead teacher, which is me and my lovely assistant, Summer, and we can't wait to see your smiling faces. So one more thing I want to show you before I go. This is the May Kids Sew project, a little cute initial wall hanging. I know there's a few spots left in that class, so go ahead and sign up for that if you're interested. Otherwise, you can catch us next week from Portland at 11 with Fran, and thanks for watching.